Hey, welcome to Brothers Forge Gaming. You're here with Easy and Mr.C, and today, if you didn't know by that epic intro, we are playing Sunset Riders on the Sega Genesis. Little Billy Cool himself right there, but yeah, this is one of our, well, at least my favorite, he does, and vegetables is his favorite food. No, we got some options here. We're just going to run the stock, 3 players and normal, but you see you got like, you know, different difficulty levels, check all the amazing Sega sound, change your controls even though like most of them are the same anyway. No, one of them there is a difference in the shooting actually. It's like you can hold and walk. We learned that, didn't we? But yeah, so there is a difference between the 2 shot buttons and all that, but basically Mr.C will be playing the part of Billy Cool and I'll be Mr. Carmillo or whatever his name is. The man with the plan.
Word on the street is that he has his own hot sauce.
He does.
Somebody told me that.
Big shotgun fan.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
So there is always that debate about this game. It is also on the Super Nintendo. This is like an old arcade game. It's one of my favorite. It's a 4-player game. There's actually a yellow and a green character too. When you play on the Super Nintendo, you actually get the option to pick all 4 of them, but you can only still play 2 players.
Really?
And it actually has like an extra level or something.
It's fantastic.
So that's why it is a little bit more in price, and people always might say that it is better, but
the big but.
BFG,
cannot
Brothers
lie.
Forge Gaming, we love our Sega Genesis, and it holds true. It is such a good port of the arcade style itself that, you know, Super Nintendo sometimes still does get a little bit more cartoony and whatnot. This holds very true. It like sounds and feels and plays in an arcade. We both jump on with spider sticks to really get that arcade feeling, and it was just an awesome time. So
We switched to the 3-button, or no? Yeah, we both had a 3-button. Nobody tried that. We didn't try the 6-button, but the arcade stick was the way to go. You didn't have quite as much control as you wanted, but it just seemed to be the way to go overall. Yeah,
you know, we were having it was an epic night. We were trying to stay calm and beat some levels, and basically we started with a different controller, did a couple of runs, and it ended up being the stick was the best way to go. We're like, wow, we can't even.
Yeah, we hadn't played this game since what, the 90s, so
it's been a while.
It had been a minute, and it starts out misleading. I mean, these bulls don't ride the bull off the screen. Pro tip, by the way, it will kill you. But yeah, it starts off kind of. I mean, it's frantic from the get-go. Let's face it. But this game ramps up incredibly quickly.
It's I never really tested. I think
Thank you, nice boys.
And that's a classic.
Excellent
right there.
sound bites in this.
Gotta
too.
love that.
You gotta watch the end of this next level. The end boss. Is that this level?
No, it's the train level.
Oh yeah, so stick around for that. It's hilarious. You gotta see it. Stage 2, at least stick around for that. The end boss.
Yeah,
is
some of that animations is it's hilarious, but. It is one of those games, too, if you notice the slide, to throw this out there, a real pro tip again, you can kind of slide through damage, as like certain games where you can, I'm trying to think of stuff, but...
It's like the dodge roll of...
Yeah, dodge roll, dash,
kick.
like all that stuff, jump kick, and basically you can do that and, you know, save yourself from like dynamite damage, you can save yourself from bullets sometime, and...
Or slide right into one.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful with it, you know.
Yeah, that's the frantic.
It does take a little bit of skill.
The frantic part is like so many objects come on the screen at once, so it's like it's really hard to dodge because they cover a lot of screen. We were even thinking that to do kind of like master runs, you might have to have a guy on the top and the bottom because you have to cover like different angles. Basically, being in the same spot doesn't allow you to use your teamwork very good. I feel something.
Right, and you have to blow up the problematic spots because there's, you know, the dynamites and the different stuff that comes out that will wipe you and completely end your run because the wipes are contagious. So you got to, once you learn where those are, the master run, you got to have a guy taking the top and bottom of the screen.
And see, I might get a little extra greedy. I was a little bit more versed. I feel I was ready to play. I'm like, give me everything.
Yeah, then they start sending guys in from the back of the screen as well. So once you get more used to it, and there's two levels of stage and 4 stages, is it?
Yeah, exactly right.
However you want to look at
it does remind me of some early deaths here too. This isn't.
Oh, come on, brother.
We have clean parts and bad parts. This was obviously.
Oh, but they can hit.
Yeah, this is like really rough. Usually we try not to die on this first level.
I know. I think we're even thinking about starting over at that point, but we say this all the time. You only need one. It only takes one guy. I mean, this game's a little different, but Yeah, you can't give up in halfway in your run. Even a stage into the run, 2 stages into the run. You just gotta pick up your, pick yourself up by your bootstrap.
Yeah, and I do want to say I think the only reason is because we didn't burn a continue, and we're both going to the bonus stage. So I'm kind of thinking like, all right, maybe, but yeah, this is definitely one of the more sloppy beginnings, and I think we missed a free guy, and I'm like really pissed off.
Yeah, and if you didn't notice, you get that star up there, and that's how you get to the bonus round. You each get one, you both get to go. If one guy gets it, the one guy still gets to go, which isn't half bad. But it is nice to have double coverage here.
Oh, okay, we did get it.
And you get 2 opportunities usually per level to get the star. So if you miss it in the first level, on the second level, you should get a chance at least to get 1 more star.
Yeah, you get about 3 or 4 chances per.
We kill ourselves plenty trying to get them though, so it's a gamble. Boom! Oh, did you get him? Oh
no. I used to love when I was a kid and I played this a bunch. I used to throw the dynamite and stuff all the time. I think I
nice.
Get that. Like I said, totally crucial that one person gets the stars.
I'm terrible at
You share continues, but if you could, I don't know if it's this run or not, but one time I get like 10 guys from doing bonus stages, and then he just uses the continues. So it's like, either way, guys are guys, You
gotta watch out for those pulls too.
The pulls are.
What is it? You see that sign right there?
Yeah.
There's your sign.
That's your sign. Sign to duck. And so the worst thing is too is you would think. Oh, fuck.
Booyah!
You'll think you're safe, but you're not low enough. You actually have to be like lower than the second pull.
I found it easier to jump them.
Yeah, it probably is.
Another tricky spot on this level too are the ladders, but you'll see that you get stuck on there and you get shot with a bullet. See, I thought the train should have choo-chooed there to tell you the sign's coming. That's what was always confusing me because I'd hear that and be like, oh crap, sign, and then I would die.
And those small mobs are so pretty much worthless and points or anything you're going for. You want to just get to the girl as fast as you can because that'll wipe the screen. And like there's usually at that situation it's the end of the first stage of each level. They do the senorita save, but it's like a lot of guys come in and shoot bullets. But you want to just touch her. It'll clear the screen. That way you're not basically you just don't want to give up any cheap lives. And it's like that, and it just is that right there.
I got stuck right there, shot with a bullet.
And the worst thing about it is the bullet is so slow. It's like this, you know what I mean? It's like
it's coming right for us.
It's not like it's devastatingly. It's just like kind of gliding in, and you're like it's gonna get me. It's gonna get me every time.
Did you notice the Paco Loco guy at the beginning? He looked like some guy out of Dick Tracy on the NES.
Yeah.
Great game if you haven't played it.
That's an amazing game. I need to actually. I've played through a few stages of it, but there's probably only 4 or 5 stages.
That's what those remind me of when you're going and looking through the mug book,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That big lip guy in there.
She is. That's the way we talk.
Very interesting. There's several different versions of it. I believe there's one on Master.
Here's this guy. This guy. Nobody makes you laugh more than this guy. He's like. He was just beating his chest like he's King Hippo.
Oh yeah, that's what he looks like, kinda, huh? See, Easy forgot to tell me about the guy that pops up right there. He's like, oh, you're fine, just shoot the boss.
Yeah, I was telling him
about the guy behind
he won't get shot from behind, but someone still has to shoot that other guy.
Right.
Hasta la bye-bye. Like, what is this? Who translated this?
That part got me a couple times. Oh, you don't have to worry about the guys popping up out of the thing.
Yeah. So I did make a mistake there.
He wanted me to die. He wanted to say hasta la bye-bye.
Hasta la bye-bye. I wanted all the candy. The guy throws out candy or something. They look like Laffy Taffies, like saltwater taffy or something.
Yeah, they do.
Like, what is he doing?
Bonus stage. Did you notice? Do you get more points if you already have the star? That's not something I was noticing. And there's no free guys for points, is there? That's another tough part of the game.
Absolutely not. That is super tough. Makes it. Oh, that's the guy we missed. I knew it. Yeah, it makes it so hard. Every one of these things is crucial, and a lot of these games, even a 4-stage game like this, because what's Golden Axe? Maybe 4 or 5 stages?
Something like that, yeah.
And
probably 4 or 5.
Even though it only has so many stages, POW on NES, 4 stages, but it has such a level of resource management when it comes to lives, power-ups, and this is no different. You basically can have a fun time playing this game. You could put this in, use all your continues. You might get slightly further than this stage. You might get to stage 4, but you're probably gonna die. And
if you go in with just a couple guys, you're probably gonna die on the
fun. But you'll start to learn. You'll just be I have to. And no matter how good you get, basically at the end, you're you have to have a lot of resources. It's gotta be perfect.
And there was different difficulty settings as well. We're not sure if on easy you can complete the game. Sometimes on these older games, on the easy setting, it'll let you get to like the last stage and it'll be like, oh, play it again on hard.
True, we played it on normal, so we at least...
We cleared it normal. I don't know if you get a different ending on hard. One day we'll hope to find out. That's going to take a lot of grinding. We weren't necessarily speedrunning, I would say, but we were mashing. I mean, we weren't...
Yeah, we did good.
In most of the parts, if you watch, we're just always going forward, because a lot of time in these old arcade games, you always want to be going forward. That's just...
Absolutely.
You end up kind of speedrunning just as out of necessity.
As a person who plays any sort of competitively, because normally there's like a time bonus, or you have to, resource management and stuff like that. So half the time, good runs are always at a higher pace. Like it always seems that way. I'm kind of like, I'm gonna try to get as many points as I can, and then it ends up being like you have to do it as fast as you can too. And so it always becomes like a race.
This stage was tough. We had some trouble with this. You can see the rocks fall down, before the boulder comes. And even when you know they're coming, we knew that rock was coming. It usually kills one of us, one way or the other. It just, I don't know what it is.
It's kind of random. It's like the same theory as the bullet. It's coming in so slow that you miss jump, and then you're like, oh, fuck, and the arrows are shooting and stuff like that. So and I think I screw up again.
Basket! I could not do this. Easy was braver than me. He's the gambler around here, he likes to take those chances.
Gotta know when to hold them.
I'm more the cautious type. I was like, I'll be fine in my basket. Or, you can look at it as cover fire. Look at that. See? Cover firing if you want to.
I was pissed because I thought the first one was guns, and I wanted to get... I jumped too early. I'm so mad. So I did get guns, actually. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I wanted guns and rapid. I wanted the full Monty.
Did you go for the next one here?
No, there's only...
It's tough, because you think you have to wait longer than you do, but you really don't. And yeah, you want to get into that other basket as well. This boss coming up is... It's pretty tough. I think there was one instance where we had full power-ups and we burned him down so quickly he didn't go into his second mechanic. I think that's the best way to try to kill this guy. Just burn him down.
Because the hard part is, and I don't know if it's positioning or what, but see, he can block so well that when he's in a certain... I don't know, like some of the times he just blocks you way more, and this one time I was able to... I think it's because I made him get close to me, so he was trying to stab me.
Yeah.
I was able to shoot him.
We were hiding him.
Yeah, pretty much. See, I was able to shoot him a lot more. Like, maybe that was it. We pretty much got him before the stage.
Yeah, he does this dance and starts going crazy.
Because well, he only stays on the ground, so you can only damage him because he touches the ground and instantly jumps and throws knives. So basically, he goes into this mode where he's just doing way more damage and he's not taking as much damage.
And that's tough. I swear they go after Billy Cool. I think that guy hates Billy Cool or something.
His name is Billy Cool.
Yeah, he's like, I want to be cool like Billy Cool.
How can you pick the guy who's Billy Cool?
It seemed like all the bosses were after Billy Cool. I mean, I felt that way. I don't know. I just felt like they hated me. They wanted me dead.
Randomly, you're probably the guy that was like, we won't kill him, man. You're just probably the guy. I'm like the guy who doesn't talk. I just have shotguns. I probably never say a word.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a hero.
Hey, we're 3 for 3 on these bonus stages, are we not? Or no, I thought there was one maybe I didn't make.
I don't know. No, we got them all.
That's crazy.
But we missed the guy. That was what bummed me out. We got them all the other times, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm hogging him. I'm like,
I'm fine with that, because I'm not as good. My depth perception on stuff like that is way off. I don't know.
The other thing I really want to do, this was a childhood game that my parents actually gave away to my nephew, so I was really pissed. They used to have it in complete, and it was mine, and I loved it. I beat it a ton of times. I used to I played it with all my friends.
Well, who doesn't played
it with my
cowboy? Cowboys and Indians. That's what we used to play.
Well, this used to be at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and that's where my family's from. We used to go there and play every year, and this game was there, and I was loved it. And then it came out on the Genesis, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta have it. What I'm kind of saying is, I'm wondering, because I really, it'd be like if I was playing certain things, Double Dragon 1 with you or something like that, and the only one you can play together on is Masters, but still, there are certain things that you would know that I didn't, and so I want to see if Billy, does the other guy get more points? Because obviously there's a huge point discrepancy, but is it just because the shotgun? It's because the boss kills give you and I'm doing the damage. That's what it is.
And the bonus rounds, you're really you're racking up the points on those bonus
You've seen
rounds.
some of you, but no, what it is if I beat you by like 1 percentile on that one boss thing, it gives me the whole 50,000. So that happening 3 times right there is that difference.
It gives you a competitive,
It does.
cooperative.
I want to see. I'll be Billy Cool next time. We'll
Co-op
see if I
run,
can what kind of damage, if I can put any out, or if Billy Cool is just like the tank.
Yeah, you could have just been tearing it up that hard, man. You know, and that's the way it goes. It's a fun game. Like I was gonna say, the replay value is really high. Like we talked about, different difficulty modes.
Yeah.
You can adjust the amount of guys you have if you want to make it super hard. You probably give yourself 1 guy and try to beat it on hard.
Yeah.
You know, good luck with that. And
well, it was interesting because someone just asked me. They're like, "Well, what game?" You know, it wasn't someone who wanted me to answer like, I want to play some expensive game or something. They're like, what game do you just sit and like play or whatever? And I was like, actually, honestly, I would throw this game in all the time if I want an arcade. This is one of the most playable arcade games I have. It's not like an NES like high score style game that I want to grind on. Like this is, I could pick this up, play it, die on the train, or beat the game. You know, but not care. I'd be happy.
You know, will we complete the whole game in 20 minutes or so?
Yeah, we're actually getting pretty close. We're winding down to the end. This is the 2nd stage of the final thing. We'll be going after, I think his name was Richard Rose. Ooh, we're there. So
he's a good bad guy. He has the red carpet.
This is a pretty good fight.
Multiple phases.
Yeah, well, and he has the thing that all good bad guys have, where he
sneaky dynamite out of his pocket. Funny.
So really, he has multiple phases. He has a phase like the first boss here, where you have to blow up his thing. What I love about this run, and I love about Brother Forge runs, are we do a lot of real stuff. Like, we barely get through there, and that was lucky. But another phase.
Yeah, I thought it was over. I was like, putting my guns down, we're good.
But no, he really gets
another dynamite.
We burn all of our guys, all our continues, so it's like...
It's down to the wire. Stick around and watch this boss fight. It gets real deal. And funny story too, we got here the run before this, was it? With a bunch of guys, bunch of continues. We're like, oh, as long as we don't blow it, we got this in the bag! Sure enough.
Absolutely blew it.
Totally blew it. Just straight blew it. But this is the first time I've played this boss since I can remember. So, you know, it was a learning curve. And he is sneaky.
He's real quick. Yeah, he's a... Sure.
But what we ended up doing is you just have to kind of end up just evading.
Man, yeah.
Evade.
Pretty much, yeah, I start going into super slide mode, just trying to live, and, you know...
I almost don't like it when the boss flashes, because you're like, oh, he's almost dead, and then he's really not. He's like more alive than he ever was before.
Nah, so yeah, we really hope you guys have enjoyed all of this epicness that is prevailing on Sunset Riders. Like we said, classic Sega. There's the rose.
Oh.
Shot to the heart.
Yeah,
yeah, that is the good stuff.
I didn't get to enjoy that when we beat it.
Whew.
I was so damn excited. No guys, no continue.
No, yeah.
That was it.
It was nice to watch it.
Last run of the day.
That was epic.
Had to do it right then and there it is.
Well,
Brothers Forge Gaming complete!
As we always do, well, not always, but as we try to do, we're bringing you high-quality content. Now they're complete.
Oh, look at me go.
There's Sunset Riders on the Sega Genesis. Down. Check it off the list. Brothers Forge Gaming. I'm EZ. We got Mr.C. And we'll see you next time when we gotta bust out another one. So, until then, subscribe, like, comment. We'll get back to you, and we'll catch you next time.